really can't remember the last time my sleep schedule was this messed up. It's now 5 p.m. when I'm making this video right now. And I kind of just woke up like an hour ago, so yeah, my sleep schedule is kind of off. But anyway, what's going on, guys? FaZe Blaziken or Lucas here, and I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. Only 2 more days until I can finally play Black Ops 3, and I can't explain how fucking excited I am. Like, I've been waiting so long to play this game, and I talk about it all the time in my videos, and I'm fucking hyped. Anyway, so besides that, today I have another story for you guys. Got a little story. The last story I told was almost 2 weeks ago. It was the awkward kiss story from 8th grade. But so after I uploaded that story, a lot of people were commenting, and especially tweeting at me, asking me about if I had ever gotten in trouble with, like, police. I mean, I didn't talk about it in that video, and I really don't know where it came from, but a lot of people were asking me if I'd ever gotten in trouble with the cops. So yeah, this is the story of the only time that I ever really got in trouble with cops. I mean, I'd like to consider myself a good kid, a pretty good kid. I don't usually go out of my way to do dumb shit that's gonna get me in trouble, but every now and then, you know, when I was with my friends in high school, you know, being a young high schooler, we'd do some dumb shit every now and then that could have gotten us in trouble. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm very glad that I've never gotten in any real trouble with any police. The only times I've ever really gotten in trouble is I got a ticket one time for not wearing a helmet while I was biking. And then this story, and it actually has a good ending for me. Not for some other people, but for me, it ended pretty well. Anyway, so the story took place my junior year of high school. This was second semester of junior year. I was 17 years old, and this happened on a Sunday. Like I said, it was a Sunday, and I was hanging out with one of my really good friends, Chris. It was just me and Chris, and we were driving around in his car. My friend had just gotten, like, a brand new car that week. It was a 2015, like, really brand new white Toyota Corolla. I mean, it was a Toyota, but, like, for a high schooler, that was a really sick car. It was brand new, and it was a really nice car. And me and him were just driving around in his car on a Sunday afternoon, looking for something to do. We were pretty damn bored. So me and Chris, we actually lived really close to my high school. So whenever we were, you know, out and about driving around, we'd always kind of drive past my high school. And on that day, for whatever reason, you know, because we were bored, we just decided to go to my high school, you know, see what's going on. It was a Sunday, so nobody was at school. We thought we might see some people, but we didn't find anybody at school at all. We didn't see any teachers at all, and we didn't see any kids. There was literally nobody at our school, and we were kind of just driving around in the parking lot. And so basically, I don't know who came up with this idea. I honestly have no idea if it was me or Chris, but for some weird fucking reason, we decided that it would be a good idea, or it'd be funny, if we drove Chris's car all the way onto our school campus, to like the middle of my high school campus, onto the senior quad, all the way out to the senior quad where all the seniors chilled, and then we thought it'd be funny if we, you know, took a Snapchat of his car just chilling on the senior quad, and we sent it to all the seniors. And this wasn't even for like a prank, okay? This was just like, we were bored, and we just thought it'd be kind of funny to send a bunch of our friends a Snapchat of Chris's car on like my school campus. And just to clarify, for those of you guys who didn't know this is very illegal. It is not okay at all to drive your car onto a school campus, or at least in the area that we were in, like the school that I was at. That was not okay, but we didn't really care because I don't know why. Anyway, so in this moment, we both agreed that this was the right thing to do. It was the fun thing to do, and it was gonna be fun. And honestly, we really didn't think anything bad was gonna happen because we didn't see anybody at all. Really, there was nobody at my school campus. And we knew we could take this Snapchat really quick. It would take like a minute to drive all the way where we needed to be. Then we could take the Snapchat, we could just get out of the campus really quickly, and we didn't really think anything of it. So my friend starts driving onto the school campus. I'm still in the car with him right now, and we're kind of driving through, you know, all the little buildings at school. You guys probably know what my school looks like from my day in the life video. And so we're driving through my school, and we're just cracking up. It's just like the funniest thing ever to be like, I don't know, driving his car on my school campus, and I get out of the car to go record the Snapchat because we're almost at the senior quad. We're just about to get there, okay? I get out of the car, I start recording with like Snapchat, I start taking the video, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the groundskeeper of the school, the person who's like in charge of making sure that everything on the school is like okay, he's like making sure that everybody's doing their work. During school time, he makes sure that kids aren't doing anything stupid, that they're not like going off campus and like doing drugs, or that they're getting in fights, or you know, stuff like that. Out of nowhere, this dude comes and he just scares the shit out of me because he starts yelling at me. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" So the groundskeeper, he was really pissed off, but he was cool. He was kind of calm. He just basically told us he was really pissed off and that he wanted us to leave as soon as possible or else he'd call the cops. So we were like, okay, no, this is not a good idea. We need to leave. We need to leave now. So I ran back into the car and I got in and we just drove off campus. Everything was fine. Nobody got into trouble. And like I said, this happened on a Sunday, so the next day was a Monday, and Monday was a school day, so the next day we had to go into school. And so I get to school the next day, and the first thing that I see, and I see it everywhere across the campus, is my whole entire high school got spray painted. My school really got vandalized, like, to the highest way of the word vandalized. Like, it got graffitied all over the place. There were some really fucked up things graffitied on some of the walls. Some really racist stuff, some homophobic stuff, like some really just terrible stuff was just spray painted all across my high school. And it wasn't there before. Like, when me and Chris drove our car onto the campus, it wasn't there at all. It must have happened like in the night between Sunday and Monday. Anyway, so I get to school and I'm like, I was kind of freaked out by it. I was like, damn, like, this is crazy. Like, why would somebody do this to our school? But I didn't really think too much of it. I didn't really put two and two together as to like what was about to happen. And basically what happened was, right as I got to my first class period of the day, there was a police officer standing inside the classroom with like the groundskeeper who caught us that day. And I walked into the classroom, and at that moment, it all came to me. Like, I realized what the fuck was about to go down. The groundskeeper comes up to me with the police officer, and they basically tell me that I have to come to the office. They have to interview me because they think that I basically vandalized the whole school. Because apparently, you know, as my luck would have it, me and my friend Chris were the only two people to be seen on the school campus on that day. Not only that, but we were also doing something illegal. Like, we were driving his car on the school campus, which it really doesn't go together very well. And so we're walking toward the office. There's the groundskeeper in front of me. There's a cop walking behind me. I feel like I'm about to fucking like go to prison or some shit. I feel like I'm about to get expelled from school for something that I didn't even do, man. I was thinking the absolute worst. And so I got brought into the main office, and sure enough, my friend Chris was sitting there too. And what happened next is I got put into a room with my principal and the groundskeeper and two police officers, and they basically interviewed me for a while. They asked me all kinds of questions about what I was doing on Sunday, you know, when I went to the school, you know, what we were doing driving his car on the campus. Like, let me explain to you guys, it is not easy at all to explain to a police officer that we were doing this for a funny Snapchat. Anyway, so me and Chris, we both got basically interrogated for a while, actually, and they asked us a shit ton of questions, and we both explained what happened. We were both being completely honest, you know, we didn't leave anything out, and we really didn't do anything at all. We had nothing to do with the vandalism whatsoever. So after that day, everything was kind of still on edge. The police and, like, the people in the office said that they did believe us, but we were still the number one suspects of their investigation because, like I said, we were literally the only people that were on the campus that day. But a week later, they ended up catching the actual people who did it, and the people who did it were three seniors of my high school. I don't know why they did this, but they did it as a senior prank, and it was actually, like, it was a really fucked up prank. A lot of people were really, like, upset about this, like deep to their heart upset. So apparently these three seniors had pulled it off perfectly. They did this without getting caught whatsoever, but the way that they got caught was fucking hilarious. And I kind of feel bad for them, but basically what happened was one of their iPhones accidentally, like, automatically connected to the school Wi-Fi. And they saw that somebody had logged into the school Wi-Fi at like 2 in the morning, and they were able to like trace his phone and trace it back to him, and they figured out that it was him who did it. And so then me and my friend Chris, we got called into the office one more time, and they just kind of explained to us that they figured out who it really was, and they apologized. Well, they didn't really apologize to us, but they said that we were off the hook. So yeah, that's my only real run-in with the cops, with the police. Like I said, I really haven't. I'm lucky that I actually haven't gotten in very big trouble, but in general, I don't do like too much stupid shit, and I don't know, this is just kind of like a wrong place at the wrong time thing, and it could have ended a lot worse, but luckily it didn't. And luckily I'm here today, you know, where I am, making videos, being able to tell you guys these stories. But yeah, guys, that wraps it up for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little story, and if you guys did, make sure you guys smash that like button. I know you guys like it when I tell stories every now and then. I like telling the stories too, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Always remember to stay slothy, and yeah, that's been it. Peace!